Going on, guys? My name is Bones and Robes, and welcome to my League 3 Progress series. So with this being episode 1 of the series, I felt the need to address a few questions. The first being, why am I doing this? Honestly, I have no idea. I'm doing it for fun. Sounds like a good time. The second question I want to address is, do I have any major goals for this account? Like hitting rank 1, getting the most points, getting the Theater of Blood pet? No, I don't care. I just want to progress this account as much as I possibly can and have fun along the way. The last question I'm going to address is, am I knowledgeable about leagues? Do I have some crazy spreadsheet like Foe? Am I even good at Runescape? Honestly, no. This is my first league. I have no clue what I'm doing, and I genuinely do suck at Runescape. With all that being said, let's get into episode 1. Honestly, a lot of this footage is pre-recorded, and I'm doing a voiceover after the fact. That's because day 1 is normally some boring skilling, just to get points and unlock most of the skills. I'll be doing some more live voiceover as we get later in the series. So, after skipping through most of the tutorial, which probably wasn't a good idea because I have no idea what I'm doing, I decided to pick Mage, because it sounded like a good time. It sounded like it'd be fun, sounded like it'd be useful. For my free skill unlock, I chose woodcutting. I'm really not entirely sure why I did this. I thought it'd be useful for maybe fire making and fletching in the future. I realized I really didn't need to do this because I could still cut wood. But yeah, I didn't read the tutorial, so that's on me. I then started my journey the same way I feel like many others did in League, by absolutely robbing this man blind. With how many people I saw pickpocketing this poor man, there's no way he had coins. We were just fishing around in empty pockets grabbing God knows what. I mean, I was still getting coins out of it, so who knows. Once I felt like this poor man had enough of me fishing around in his pockets, I decided to go join my fellow degenerates at the fishing pools. Here I was able to complete a couple easy tasks, just catching shrimp, burning shrimp, cooking shrimp, all those easy ones. It was a great time. Public chat was really going off. Early on in my fishing journey, I was actually able to nab a beginner clue, which was kind of nice, because I knew that was one of the easy tasks to complete. Kind Soul decided to light a fire for us degenerates. I was able to complete the cooked shrimp task right here, and I actually cooked way more than I thought I was going to at first. I was worried I wasn't going to burn any, but I was eventually able to complete the burn a shrimp task. After catching a full inventory of shrimp and banking, I'm ashamed to say I went back to my old ways of thieving. This time instead of a man, I went with a woman. I don't really know why. She was right there. It was easy. I had to get the task of opening 28 coin pouches at once, and she was an easy target. I don't know what else to say. So after pickpocketing this woman for a few minutes, I realized I was pretty close to a league task, which was get your first level 20. I just continued pickpocketing this woman, eating shrimp that I had cooked previously, until I got level 20, unlocking that league task. Honestly, then I just kept fishing. I don't know why. I was having a great time with it. It was nice to see the game this active again. I hadn't seen this many people in one spot in a long time. Right here, I was able to get my first fragment. This ended up being the catch of the day fragment. Pretty decent one, nothing too crazy. After getting 40 fishing and catching my first lobster, which catching one lobster isn't a task, fun fact. I didn't really read the task, so that's kind of on me. I decided to go do something productive. I decided to go cut logs and burn them. The goal of this was to get 30 fire making so I could do the sea slug quest. After getting 30 fire making, I knew it was time to leave my home. I knew I was going to miss all my friends in public chat that I had made and gathered me at the fishing spot, but I knew it was time. I decided to make my way to Ardoon to get some quests done, to get some more tasks done. I don't really know why I was cutting and burning a willow log here, honestly. I think I thought it was a task, but I didn't really read the task enough. After arriving in Ardoon and activating the Waystone, I decided it'd be a great idea to compete with everybody and their mom to try to steal a piece of chocolate cake. This was a task and a half. Honestly, it didn't take too long, but I was spam clicking my butt off. Felt like everybody was thieving this. It was horrible. People were dying left and right. It was like a battlefield. After stealing that slice of chocolate cake and getting my swamp paste, I decided to start one of RuneScape's hardest quests. Sea Slug. I knew it wouldn't be easy for me, but thank God I had Runelight's quest helper. Alright, and about 6 minutes later, according to my timestamps, here's Sea Slug completed. Great quest, super fun. After this point in time, I went absolutely mad with tasks. I don't know if it was the coffee hitting me, or just the pure dopamine rush of completing tasks. From here, I went on to Monk's Friend. From this point forward in the video, honestly, I was being a madman. I was completing tests left and right. I really don't know how to sum it up for you, but I'm going to do it in the best way that I know how. Bought something from a trader, and then immediately got stung by some bees. Completed the Monk's Friend. Got 10 combat by casting Wind Wave on some imps like a boss. Raked a farming patch, immediately followed by picking some wheat and Catherby. Visited Ferox Enclave. Alright, so here's a little bit of an embarrassing part where I tried to slay a goblin by staff bashing him on defense for the task of slay a goblin and bury some bones. Didn't really work out. I kind of gave up after a minute or two, decided to go get my runes, and then come back and defeat this evil beast.
Mission failed. We'll get them next time.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want.
I completed the Stronghold of Security like every Iron Man does for some starter cash. Great way to get some runes. I stole a cup of tea from the Varrock tea stall in order to complete another task. I completed the wonderful quest that is Romeo and Juliet. Turned some wheat into flour. Cooked on the Lumbridge Range. Mined some copper ore. Immediately turned that into a bronze bar. Spun a ball of wool, followed by completing the sheep shearer quest. Here I completed Rune Mysteries and teleported to the Essence Mine. I mined a couple essence that I could turn into air runes to complete another task here later on. Entered Drano Manor and then immediately left because that place is way too spooky for me to be in. Here I actually completed two tasks. One was to craft any rune and one was to craft air runes. It's nice being able to knock out both. I didn't even know both existed, so that was pretty cool. And obviously there's nothing quite as nostalgic as filling a crate full of bananas on Karamja for some money. Just brings me right back to the 07 days. Made a quick plank. Alright, and here's where things finally started to slow down a little bit for me. I decided to catch 50 salmon for one of the harder tasks. Not hard, but harder than easy. And I was able to secure 2 relics in the span of just a couple minutes. It was actually pretty cool. So right here I actually got 50 fishing, which was my first level 50, which is a league task worth 25 points. This was shortly followed in the next clip by me catching 50 salmon and actually getting another relic pretty much immediately after that, which was nice. So this clip right here brings me to my absolute favorite part of the day. So there's a task to kill the lesser demon in the wizard tower, as well as there's a task for killing your first lesser demon. And I pulled up on this line, and I'll fast forward this clip, but honestly, everyone waited in line, everyone was very peaceful. It was awesome. People came after, no one jumped the line, no one said anything, everyone just said, "Oh, is this a line?" and got in line.
Ice in my veins, I've been driving this train. Years in this lane, there's no stopping this flame. Cause I came to the game and I changed it to play how I like, rearranged it to my own domain. Yeah, I got what it takes, made lots of mistakes, taking shots, skipping breaks, feeling lost, feeling great, popping off, singing straight, never stopped, never changed. All the squad here to play, and I've got something to say, yeah. I work hard each and every day, I get lost in the words I say. I don't push pause, no, I push play. I won't stop till I make it.
So after killing the lesser demon in Wizard's Tower, I had enough Sage's Renown to unlock the 2 skills that I wanted, which were Slayer and Hunter. This would allow me to do the Varrock Museum and get 8 times experience for that in both those skills. After completing the Varrock Museum with 8 times experience, I got a whopping 25 Slayer and Hunter, which was really cool. So starting here, I sped around a couple more tasks, including checking my Slayer task, did a step of beginner clue scroll, I slayed a guard in the next clip, and then following that, I used the locate feature on the air talisman to also complete a task. So we were able to knock out quite a few pretty quickly. Right here's the final step of my beginner clue. Honestly, just amazing loot. There's nothing like it. Really glad I did this clue step, but it was worth doing for the task. So starting here, I returned to my home, the shores of Catherby, to knock out a few tasks. The first was to catch 100 lobsters. The second I moved on to was catch 50 swordfish, but while catching these 50 swordfish, I actually got a relic. Here's the 50 swordfish caught. Then I was pretty close to 60 fishing, so I decided to stay for the first level 60 task. So here I decided to take a little break from Catherby. I moved on to woodcutting and fire making. The tasks I was looking at completing were cut 100 willow logs and also burn 100 willow logs. while burning the willow logs, I actually got a really cool fragment, which is the one that lets you get clue scrolls from fire making. I think this will be really nice in the future if I decide to go to Wintertot, which I probably won't because that sucks. But any other fire making I do on the account now I can get clue scrolls from, which is cool. Here is 100 willow logs cut. Shortly followed by 100 willow logs burned. This allowed me to unlock the cooking skill, which allows me to utilize the fragment which cooks some of the fish you catch. So I'm essentially getting experience in both cooking and fishing. Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. So just been doing a lot of AFK fishing with the Chef's Caught relic. We were able to upgrade that to level 2. We're sitting at 70 fishing right now, 52 cooking. Got quite a few points since the last update, but I've just been editing the video and AFK fishing in the background. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate it, guys. Please hit that like and subscribe button. I'll see you guys next episode.